Pip the shy squirrel. Pip was a small squirrel. Pip was a small squirrel. He was very shy. He was very shy. Pip loved nuts. Pip loved nuts. But the big oak tree, full of nuts, was always busy. But the big oak tree, full of nuts, was always busy. Other squirrels ran and played there. Other squirrels ran and played there. Pip watched from afar, wishing for a tasty nut. Pip watched from afar, wishing for a tasty nut. One sunny morning, a friendly bluebird landed near him. One sunny morning, a friendly bluebird landed near him. The bird saw Pip's sad face. The bird saw Pip's sad face. It flew to the oak tree and picked a big nut. It flew to the oak tree and picked a big nut. Then it dropped the nut right in front of Pip. Then it dropped the nut right in front of Pip. Pip was surprised and happy. Pip was surprised and happy. He quickly ate the delicious nut. He quickly ate the delicious nut. From that day, Pip and the bluebird were good friends. From that day, Pip and the bluebird were good friends. And Pip felt a little less shy. And Pip felt a little less shy. Chip the shy teacup. A small teacup named Chip lived on a kitchen shelf. A small teacup named Chip lived on a kitchen shelf. Chip was very shy and quiet. Chip was very shy and quiet. It watched other cups being used every day. It watched other cups being used every day. Big mugs held coffee and small cups held juice. Big mugs held coffee and small cups held juice. Chip wished it could hold a warm drink too. Chip wished it could hold a warm drink too. One sunny morning, a child came to the shelf. One sunny morning, a child came to the shelf. The child looked at all the cups. The child looked at all the cups. Then, the child gently picked up Chip. Then, the child gently picked up Chip. Warm, sweet hot cocoa was poured inside. Warm, sweet hot cocoa was poured inside. Chip felt so happy and useful. Chip felt so happy and useful. From that day, Chip was chosen often. From that day, Chip was chosen often. It loved holding warm drinks for the child. It loved holding warm drinks for the child. The little seed's big trip. Once upon a time, there was a tiny seed named Pip. Once upon a time, there was a tiny seed named Pip. Pip lived on a tall sunflower. Pip lived on a tall sunflower. One windy day, the sunflower swayed. One windy day, the sunflower swayed. Pip felt a little scared but also excited. Pip felt a little scared but also excited. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind lifted Pip up. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind lifted Pip up. Pip floated high in the blue sky. Pip floated high in the blue sky. Pip saw fluffy white clouds and little birds. Pip saw fluffy white clouds and little birds. The wind carried Pip over green fields. The wind carried Pip over green fields. Pip also flew over a sparkling blue river. Pip also flew over a sparkling blue river. Finally, the wind gently placed Pip down. Finally, the wind gently placed Pip down. Pip landed in some soft, dark soil. Pip landed in some soft, dark soil. It was a perfect new home. It was a perfect new home. Pip was ready to grow into a beautiful plant. Pip was ready to grow into a beautiful plant. The little bird and the shiny stone. A little bird named Pip lived in a big green tree. A little bird named Pip lived in a big green tree. One sunny morning, Pip was looking for worms. One sunny morning, Pip was looking for worms. Suddenly, he saw something shiny on the ground. Suddenly, he saw something shiny on the ground. It was a small, smooth, blue stone. It was a small, smooth, blue stone. Pip had never seen such a beautiful stone before. Pip had never seen such a beautiful stone before. He wanted to take it to his nest. He wanted to take it to his nest. But the stone was a little too heavy for him. But the stone was a little too heavy for him. Pip tried to push it with his beak. Pip tried to push it with his beak. He pushed and pushed, but it moved very slowly. He pushed and pushed, but it moved very slowly. A friendly squirrel saw Pip struggling. A friendly squirrel saw Pip struggling. The squirrel helped Pip roll the stone. The squirrel helped Pip roll the stone. Together, they moved the stone to Pip's nest. Together, they moved the stone to Pip's nest. Pip was very happy and thanked the squirrel. Pip was very happy and thanked the squirrel. The shiny blue stone looked lovely in the nest. The shiny blue stone looked lovely in the nest. The cozy blanket. There was a small, soft blanket. There was a small, soft blanket. It lived in a big, dark drawer. It lived in a big, dark drawer. Every day, it felt a little lonely. Every day, it felt a little lonely. It wished for a cozy evening. It wished for a cozy evening. One chilly evening, a girl opened the drawer. One chilly evening, a girl opened the drawer. She saw the soft blanket inside. She saw the soft blanket inside. "This looks perfect," she said with a smile. "This looks perfect," she said with a smile. She took the blanket out gently. She took the blanket out gently. She sat on the sofa and covered herself. She sat on the sofa and covered herself. The blanket felt warm and happy. The blanket felt warm and happy. It was finally doing its job. It was finally doing its job. The girl read a book, feeling very comfortable. The girl read a book, feeling very comfortable. The blanket knew it was loved. The blanket knew it was loved. The little red ball. Once there was a small red ball named Bob. Once there was a small red ball named Bob. Bob loved to play in the park. Bob loved to play in the park. One day, a strong wind blew Bob away. One day, a strong wind blew Bob away. He rolled down a hill and landed near a big tree. He rolled down a hill and landed near a big tree. A little squirrel saw Bob. A little squirrel saw Bob. The squirrel thought Bob was a new toy. The squirrel thought Bob was a new toy. It tried to push Bob with its nose. It tried to push Bob with its nose. But Bob was too big for the squirrel. But Bob was too big for the squirrel. Bob rolled a little further. Bob rolled a little further. Then, a friendly dog ran to Bob. Then, a friendly dog ran to Bob. The dog picked Bob up gently in its mouth. The dog picked Bob up gently in its mouth. It brought Bob back to the park. It brought Bob back to the park. Bob was happy to be home. Bob was happy to be home. He made a new friend that day. He made a new friend that day. The little blue boat. There was a little blue boat named Bibo. There was a little blue boat named Bibo. Bibo lived by a big, wide river. Bibo lived by a big, wide river. One sunny morning, Bibo felt brave. One sunny morning, Bibo felt brave. He wanted to see what was downstream. He wanted to see what was downstream. So, Bibo gently pushed away from the shore. So, Bibo gently pushed away from the shore. The water carried him slowly. The water carried him slowly. He saw green trees and colorful flowers. He saw green trees and colorful flowers. A friendly duck swam nearby. A friendly duck swam nearby. Hello, quacked the duck. Hello, quacked the duck. Hello, said Bibo. Hello, said Bibo. They floated together for a while. They floated together for a while. Bibo was happy to have a new friend. Bibo was happy to have a new friend. The river was full of wonderful things. The river was full of wonderful things. Bibo smiled and continued his journey. Bibo smiled and continued his journey. Thank you for listening.